As Sahaja Yogis, you all are very well equipped. But we all the time forget that we have got our vibrations, that we have got a new awareness of vibrations. We have got vibratory awareness. And these vibratory awareness are a kind of a messenger which is absolute, which communicates and which tells us what's wrong with others, what's wrong with us. But if you start taking your decision through your mental, emotional enterprises, then be sure that you'll be misguided. Because all these endeavors are one-sided. Like a mental projection goes like this in a linear way, falls upon. And also a emotional one does the same. Even the physical is just the same. But when you start seeing through the vibrations, what do? Is to ask your spirit to communicate to you. And the spirit is the absolute knowledge. So you do not succumb to your conditioning or to your ego or to any other training or any other guru, but yourself. So it is very important for all of you to understand that we are not going to take any decision on our mental level, but on our vibrations. Many people think that if I say something about someone, maybe because they have reported it to me. But supposing if I am the source of all the vibrations, what is there for me to get reported? Why should anybody report to me? If they want to report, they may, but I know what exactly is the situation. Once in Rauri, I was waiting in the guest house, and about 5-6 professors came on their bikes. Came and told me, "Mother, we have come to warn you about a particular gentleman." I said, "Who is this gentleman?" They gave the name of this gentleman. I said, "You have to be very careful, he's a politician." I said, "All right, that's all you know about him?" They said, "Yes." "So you have to be very careful." I said, "Now I'll tell you about him. That this man has not married his wife. She's the wife of somebody else, and he has eloped with this woman. And the child is his. But this lady was raped by him, that's how he's got the child." When I started telling, they all started raising their eyebrows and opening their eyes. I said, "Mother, how do you know?" I said, "You go and find out. Whatever I'm saying, is it true or not?" They were completely stunned. They went back and then reported to me that, "Mother, it's surprising what you said was the truth." So on vibrations, you can know everything. But those who try to decide things without vibrations can make mistakes till you reach a certain stage where you don't have to spread your hands to ask, just you know. But to go to that stage, you have to first of all surrender your discretion to vibrations. Now, some people don't have proper vibrations. Maybe their Vishuddhis are bad. They should take proper care of their Vishuddhis. Even then, if they don't have some physical problem on the Vishuddhi, they can feel it within themselves. What chakras are catching, what is happening to this gentleman.
But the situation is such today that you are all the time protected. You are all the time protected. No one can harm you. No one can kill you, and you can be looked after because you are Sahaja Yogis. Now, what should be the attitude of a Sahaja Yogi towards taking decisions? One should understand. It should be a spontaneous decision. You don't have to tally it with this, go there and find out, and immediately, spontaneous, like Sri Krishna who jumped inside the river. So in the same way, you should have a very spontaneous decision for anything. Now you want to buy, say, a carpet. All right, you go in the shop and immediately you should know which is the one. In every walk of life, you should have a very spontaneous decision, instant decision. But what I find, the style is very different. They'll go from shop to shop, then make a list of it, then make all the measurements, then go home and say that we'll decide it tomorrow. That's not the way a Sahaja Yogi behaves. Sahaja Yogi has to decide everything absolutely spontaneously at that moment. It should be like this. Now somebody is getting drowned. So the first impulse should be that you have to save. And how do you save? You jump in the water. Because you are protected. Nothing can happen to you. So just jump in the water and you'll save the person. Minimum of minimum, this should be your attitude. This should be your temperament, that you take a very spontaneous decision. All this thinking and all kinds of decision making and having a big conference for decisions and all that, not needed. In day-to-day life also, you have to be like that. Also in every political life, economic life, or any other life you have to lead, you have to be very spontaneous. How do you become spontaneous? What quality you have got? What is the weapon you have got to know what decision to take? Do you know? You have got vibrations. You have the feel of the vibration. And you know what vibrations are. You know what vibrations tell you and convey and communicate to you. They speak to you. So through your vibrations, you should know in a second what should you do. For example, now somebody told me that, Mother, when I came to Kabela, I felt tremendous vibration. It's a fact. But how many of you feel that way? Because your sensitivity is not yet developed. You have to be sensitive about your vibrations. You should know, looking at anyone, sitting next to anyone, even shaking hands with anyone, you should know what sort of vibrations that person has. This kind of sensitivity if you develop, then you will definitely take a very spontaneous decision.